Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Unmethodical podcast. This is going to be a very small episode. No one else is here. It's just yours truly. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll give it a shot because everybody else is so busy or they haven't contacted me back. But to be fair, I haven't really tried to reach out to them that much. But, it is what it is. So, without that, or should I say without further ado, let's see what I'm going to talk about I'm going to try to keep it going for 30 minutes, but I'll have to see. As you may have noticed, the quality of my mic is better because I'm actually recording it from my side rather than having Technometeor record it from his side and both sides. I've been trying to look into how to record it from my side and the other side, but I really want him to get Audacity, but that's the problem. He can't use Audacity and record at the same time for both of them. I don't get how it works because he needs to listen to himself. I don't remember exactly the technical details. Technometeor, technical details, or you get the idea. But because of that, we can't record like this all the time. So you get the idea of where the quality would be at if we did actually do it like this. I guess we don't really need to update the channel since we covered what was going on in the last episode. But I do kind of want to see what's going down with everybody that's listening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our last episode and check out what the question was, because I don't even remember what the question was, honestly. Okay, so I just listened back to it, and it was whatever cartoon world, whatever television world, or whatever you wanted to live in. And I believe I answered Pokemon because it's the best one I could think of at the time. And Technometeor answered Kingdom Hearts. Well, we had one person in the comments by the name of Wes. He said he chose to pick Monster Hunter, and I'm actually very curious as to why he picked that choice. Not because it's good or bad, but just because of the fact of you'd be hunting monsters all day, and since I've never really played the game, I just didn't know if that was like, something cool to do all day, or if that'd be like scary. I don't know, since, I haven't really played it. But who knows, I'm glad you actually took the time to comment out here. I think you're one of DP's friends, Technometeors, and glad to have you around. So, what the heck is there to talk about? I guess I could talk about the first half of 2019 because it already went by. Dang, it went by really quickly this year. 2019 has been a year full of pretty cool stuff and pretty somber stuff. The best thing I can think of to talk about in early 2019 was I actually uploaded more this year than I've ever uploaded any year I've been on YouTube on the Dvon channel. There was another channel I did talk about having, which was a YouTube poop channel. I forget, I think it was 2009 that I had it, 2010. But yeah, this is the most I've ever uploaded on this channel. And I still think of that as an accomplishment, but I really want to get back into doing it. I keep procrastinating it, and the funny thing is, I'm actually working on a video right now, but the video I'm working on right now, I'm actually taking time and putting work into it, rather than just churning something out. And actually, the more I go back and watch it now, the more I'm actually pretty proud of it. The one I started to make back in... I forget. I don't even remember what month it was. I don't remember if it was this year, but it was talking about cross-platforming between PC and PS4. Primarily it was Fortnite, but like any game in general. It was between PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I just wanted them to cross-platform, and luckily they actually went with it, and now they're all cross-platform. You have to do it in a certain way, and with Nintendo Switch. Sorry. You have to do it in a certain way or else it won't work at all. But yeah, I was actually proud of that video, but I knew I could make it better. I went back and rewatched it the other day, and I really like how it turned out, but I kept thinking to myself, I was like, you know what, I could definitely, and I mean, I could definitely make this video a lot better than it already was, because I felt like I was mumbling and stumbling along, but I really enjoyed making the video, and it actually still got a chuckle out of me, which is something that doesn't really happen for my own videos. I don't actually like look at them and think to myself, hey, that was actually something I'm quite proud of, or something I can go back and really laugh at, unless it felt natural, and that really felt natural compared to like 365 Days of History. That, don't get me wrong, 365 Days of History was a really cool concept for myself. I really liked the idea, but it was something that I could not really see myself doing every single day a year. It was more of a challenge to get myself to upload rather than a challenge to do it. And I gotta say, it did work, but at what cost? Okay, so that's pretty much covering the YouTube stuff. I don't really want to bore you out with those details. Next part I want to talk about is some video games that came out this year. Let's look up some video games that came out this year. Oh man, there was actually some pretty good ones that actually came out this year, and I didn't even notice. One that actually came out this year was the remastered version of Resident Evil 2, and I haven't really played it, but I watched some gameplay of footage of it, and it actually looks really, really cool. Another one that came out was Far Cry New Dawn. I didn't really get a chance to play it, but I did watch a friend of mine start to play it, and it looks pretty neat. Sekiro came out, and it's I don't know what those clones are called, but it's one of those ones where it's a tactical. I don't know if it's even called a tactical. I don't even know what genre it is, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. I heard Days Gone came out. I think it was like April or something, and honestly, it had a lot of bugs when it first came out. I didn't play all of it, but I played some of it, and yeah, there was a lot of bugs with it. I don't remember off the top of my head all of them. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled came out. Played a little bit of that. It's pretty fun, actually. Pretty fun. I gotta say, it was definitely a lot better than I expected it to be. I can't even lie. I was really not expecting it to be that good. But, you know, here I am, still wanting to go ahead and play it. But there's a couple games that I did want to play in the near future. One of the games being Animal Crossing for Nintendo Switch, because that one actually looked really, really cool. Even though I don't really play it, I did want to play the new Final Fantasy VII remake, because I never actually played the one on the PlayStation 1, but from the look of it, it's a really long game, and I do like really long games if I want a good story to envelop. And I never actually saw the ending of Final Fantasy VII or anything like that. Well, I kind of did. They spoiled it, I guess, but it was like in the meme version. But it wasn't that bad. So, I mean, I guess I could still have a go at it. Luigi's Mansion is actually coming out on Halloween this year. I can't wait for that game. I definitely want to play that game. Let's see. What's one last one? I guess I could say Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's pretty good. But I don't want to keep talking about the same subject over and over again. So I'll just leave it at this. There are a couple games I'm definitely looking forward to in either later half of this year or next year. And interesting story. There was one game I actually pre-ordered, and I actually stopped paying on it, and they actually refunded me on it. I won't say exactly which game, and I won't say exactly where I got the ability to refund it, but I will say I am so glad I got it refunded. I won't say what game it is, but I will say it came out this year. And let me just say that the main actor that they got for it, he did star in a couple of body wash commercials. That's as far as I'll go. And to say that the game was a letdown is an absolute, and I mean absolute understatement. That game was horrible. But I keep saying I'm not going to talk about it, and I keep going back and talking about it. Whatever. It is what it is. Whew. What else can I move on to? Ah, man. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of more stuff, but it's kind of hard by myself because I've never actually done a podcast by myself. But I'm pretty sure if I think of something, I could probably go back to it. Oh, what's popping right now? You know, I gotta actually say this. If you live in the United States and you heard fireworks going off around the 4th of July, it's cool for the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Anything after that, it's just kind of crazy, man. But then again, I'm not the one who dictates. I'm not the one who dictates the rules. But at the same time, I would say it has to be a really special occasion for it to happen. There's so many people that, man, there are so many people that just do random crap. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those little small things that I'm just complaining about or something. It could be anything. So there are a couple things I did want to actually try to go to in 2020, but I'll have to see about that. The first thing being, I don't know why I smacked my lips. The first thing being is BattleBots 2020, if they did confirm it. I don't know if they did confirm it or not, but that would be one thing I would love to go see next year, if possible. I also want to go down to, Florida next year, if I can. I'm not sure. I just want to go out and I want to get out of the state that I'm in right now. Maybe go to New York, maybe go to Texas. I don't know. Just something. I'll figure it out. I just want to get out of the state. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been in the Midwest. That's no problem. I've been to every single state in the Midwest at least once. Except for, wait, I take that back. I completely take that back because I've never been to Minnesota. Yeah, I've never been to Minnesota. I've never been to Iowa. Wait, are those two states in the Midwest? I'm pretty damn sure they are. Wait a minute. The Midwest is actually bigger. Wow, my geography skills are ass. Yeah, I've never actually been to Minnesota, Iowa. Yeah, I've been to Iowa, actually. Wait, have I? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been to Iowa. If I did, I just passed through it. So I guess I wouldn't say I've technically been there. I've never been to North, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. Yeah, dang, man, my geography skills are horrible if I couldn't even remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to get out of the Midwest, really. Like, once you've seen one state in the Midwest, you've basically seen them all. And I know I hate to say that, but it really is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice state, or nice country. Well, it basically is a country, but it's a nice place to live if you want pretty quiet and serene areas if you live in rural. But if you want stuff to do, you're going to have to go out and go experience it. The only thing that sucks about the Midwest is the weather. When it hits really hard, it hits hard. But when it's somber, it's nice. Like for right now, today it was around 70 degrees, and I think that's like 9 degrees Celsius. Wow, I don't know. Let me see. 21. Yeah, see, man, my Celsius is not good either. Dang, dude. My math skills and my geography skills are just something to behold tonight. I don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, 70 degrees or 21 Celsius, it felt really nice out today. I mean, really nice. Compared to what it was earlier, which was, I think it was like 98 degrees, which is about 36 degrees Celsius. It was just, you could feel it on your neck. And in the Midwest, it's not really common weather. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't go from one extreme to the next. And you can actually have one of each day in the week be a different weather or be a different season. It's crazy. It's possible. I've seen it happen. It's happened plenty of times before. But I don't know, man. The Midwest, I wouldn't trade it for anything. One thing I do like about living here compared to other places, though, is you don't have to worry about people being kind to one another. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still, your asshats and stuff like that, but people over here generally tend to get along more than a lot of other places, and they're usually pretty friendly about talking to one another. I mean, if you're an introvert, even the introverts over here still will speak out a lot quicker than introverts from most other places. And I know it's kind of weird to think about, but for the most part, it is true. And I don't really know how to describe it other than if you're in the Midwest, you just kind of say "ope" or "ope." That is a stereotype that actually is very, very true. Because I mean, a lot of people do it over here. It's baffling how many people do it over here. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to go see BattleBots, and I wanted to go get out of this state. Eventually, I want to go travel the world. I know Technometeor said he wanted to travel the world too. Or maybe that was somebody else, but I know a couple of my friends did say they want to travel and get out of this country. Primarily, the place that they want to go to is Japan. I mean, that's one of the places I have on my list to go, but it's not number one. The number one place I want to go is I want to check out Sweden. Because I think it would be a pretty cool spot to just check out. I'm not sure exactly where in Sweden, but I definitely want to go sightseeing. Just to experience what some of the buildings look like. Because they've got some really cool architecture. And to go eat some of their food. I don't really know what they got over there, but I have had only like a couple Swedish dishes before, and each Swedish dish has been really good. I mean, of course, there's the typical stuff like the Swedish meatballs, but there's also the other stuff where I've never really heard of before that I kind of want to try. There's this thing I don't even know how to say it. I could be botching this horribly wrong. It's like Jassons fratelsi. It's basically like it's like a casserole of potatoes. It looks pretty tasty, actually. I won't lie. Like you could look it up. It's JANSSONS space FRESTELSE. I could be saying that so wrong, dude. I could be botching that so bad. But yeah, that's one delicacy I want to try. And there's a couple others too. Well, I'm actually surprised I'm managing to keep it going for this long. I didn't think I would actually be able to do this. Maybe I'm just a talking SOB. I don't know. Well, I do want to say to the people that have actually been listening so far, thank you very much, even though we're only at 20 subscribers. That still means a lot to me from this little tiny channel, because who knows, one day this channel might take off. It might not. Who knows? I just know I'm having fun making this stuff that goes into it. I want to get Technometeor back into making more videos because I like the way he edits videos. They're pretty nice. And the way they edit videos, the way he edits videos, I really like the way he puts in the little special effects. He goes above and beyond making little effects compared to the way I do it, but the way I do it is how can I explain it? It's more of a linear kind of thing where it follows a certain kind of algorithm. His are just all over the place, and when it's comedically timed and yada yada. Like I said, mine are just kind of linear. They're kind of expected, kind of not. But yeah, he's getting his computer together now, which will definitely be really good on the upkeep. That means we could potentially play games together, or we could finally beat Donkey Kong Country, because we already did beat it. But beforehand, we didn't get a chance to go back and officially beat it for the channel. It sucks because I remember watching him play it and trying to beat that damn last level at least, I think it was like 11 times. He was stuck on it for about an hour and something. And it hurt to watch after a while, but it just kept getting progressively better. But it's just something that I really wish didn't happen, but it did. I know what it's like to lose files, because that's what happened to me for Night in the Woods. Not once, but twice. And it hurts. And it's just the worst. In fact, that crap happened to me in Red Dead Redemption 2. I was playing, and I got to the next chapter, and my PS4, I think there was a power surge or something, and it just cut the whole game off, and when it did that, my entire save went back to the last chapter, and then some. So now I gotta do all that over again, get all my equipment back, and I bought other stuff, and I even got a really nice horse, too, that I wrangled, but now I gotta do that crap all over again, and now I gotta tame it all over again. So I know exactly what it's like to lose that. It hurts, man. It really does. But let me tell you, we will be back, and we will do it better than before. our schedules kind of conflict a little bit now since I don't have Saturdays off, but we might have a Sunday off, and we'll have to see how it really goes. I'm not sure how it'll go myself. Oh, man. I'm really surprised I got this far, honestly. So this has just been a really small episode of the Unmethodical podcast. I don't really know what I was going to cover over it exactly, but I think I covered everything I needed to cover. I don't really think I had anything that was, unnecessary to cover. It was more so the fact to give you guys and gals some kind of, thing to listen to at work. That's kind of what I do. I listen to this stuff at work, and it really, really does help, because I need something to, keep my mind preoccupied, because I do listen to a lot of podcasts and music while I'm at work, because if I didn't, I'd be going crazy. I really would. Anyway, thank you for listening. This has been an episode of the Total Control Unmethodical podcast, starring yours truly, Dvon. This has been episode 8. Without further ado, I just want to say thank you. It wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. Until next time, this has been Dvon. Oh, before I go, I almost forgot to ask a question. Let's see, what would be a good question? Let's see. Oh, here's one, I guess. If you were deserted on an island, let's just say, God forbid, that a plane that you were on crashes and you land on some deserted island. What would be the first thing that you would go and do? For me personally, I would try to go and see if I can find any kind of source of food or water. More so water than food. Just let me know what you would do, because your answer might completely be different. Yours might be, take shelter or try to see what you can do from there. Anyway, like I said before, this has been Dvon on episode 8 of the Unmethodical podcast. I want to thank you for listening, and please check out our other videos. We're going to try to put up more videos ASAP. I'm going to try to put up some more videos myself. If you need anything at all, you have any questions, please leave them down below. You can contact our business email if you need to. Other than that, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all take care. Till next time, see you.